since we have the beauty of the internet, how has the beauty of the internet poetically to this community helped you? So tell us, what's the beauty of this internet poetry thing? So give us some ideas of what it's done for you. Speaking of which, if I may, Van Meadows, if I may be so bold, because if it wasn't for you, David Mott, and for real the poet, I wouldn't be on Epiphany. But we're gonna have that conversation on the anniversary show. But you got it, mean a lot to me. But what piece did you bring to describe what this topic illustrates?
Absolutely.
I'm serious.
Let me just go into the beauty of the internet. Is that okay? Is that all right?
Please, the mic is yours.
Thank you, my brother. Through digital coding and encrypted message decoding, the birth of something that would change the way we live and our way of life. Allow some to seek a husband or a wife, maybe get propelled into something called internet radio. Meet hundreds of poets from a digital studio, show love to another's creativity while meeting a like-minded brother in reality, gaining an awesome brother and so much more than pen. Find a voice that would be charged by racial injustices, then connect with a group of poets that would challenge my ink. Turn my art of creativity into an inspiring way to think. Dedicate my talents to this land called Epiphany. That's turned into a universal cosmic intellectual symphony, bridging genre gaps and connecting all walks of life of this age to create a digital stage. Seeking new and fresh talented individuals on a daily basis, while freestyle and slam meets wordsmiths and lyricists in an oasis. From network CEO to network CEO, join together in an electronic version of blood, sweat, and tears while we go to say our prayers and eat our vitamins. Become published authors by connecting digitally with someone who wants to see you win. Like family quarrels, we have our differences, while we sing out one love, one mic with indifferences. So we become plagiarized, stolen work to become symbolized, and utter the greatest form of flattery is to be mimicked and copied, so flatter me. Indulge me with the uniqueness of your presence, while your gift speaks to my inner essence, controls substances in the forms of nouns and verbs, while we clap and snap fingers to your words. And that is something we will never forget, the beauty of the internet. And that's that piece.
See, you know how much I dig this piece. To say our prayers and eat our vitamins, become public authors by connecting digitally with someone who wants to see you win like family. Yeah. See, come on. Now you just showing off. Now you just showing off.
I only thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. I only felt the energy from when you and I was talking about the topic, and it prompted that piece. It prompted me to go in and share that piece, write that piece. So, now.
I like.
Let me move over. Let me move over and move out of the way, because I know for a fact that my brother, J-Rob the Wiseson, has a piece that he'd like to share. So my brother,
I did a little
without further ado, the mic is yours.
Thank you, sir. This piece is entitled "What Never Was Before." When I began this writing thing, the constant pattern, it was strictly about self-blown-up poetry, and the most important person was me. Weaving stories that didn't require a whole lot of thought, but patterns that were everything in the process was second thought. You see, I told stories and wrote passages that gave people reason to pause, think, stop, ponder, wonder if what I was saying was true or if it was fictional. Was it all a dream, or was it all for real? So I wrote pieces that grabbed your ear for you to hear day by day, year by year, with deeper content, with each rhyme represent the rhyme content, and it was beyond nonsense that you needed to prove that you was convinced that these tense and wince would make you a skeptic and make you look epileptic and the crowd would shake and bake like a holy ghost, like it was connected. Then an explosion. Similar in cosmic scope, would connect voices of poetry together as seamlessly as musical notes that resemble the best parts of all creation. And these new pieces, yeah, they had a new destination. You see, we found our way into something brand new. The internet only connected, at one point in time, the internet only connected a few. Now take a look at who we be. Poetry. Rooms, private chats, radio shows, books, collabs, and more that make new generations bum rush to the store. Be it a tablet or a celly, a pen, paper, pad lying on your belly, state by state, city to city. Share your deepest poetry verses from tears to smiles to pity. And while the aim has changed, the reason remains the same, being true to the game, and any type of reach that was done before this type of venue makes your own poetry just seem brand new. So what do? We keep doing what we've been doing, but now we do it even bigger because we use expressions to expand more than we used to. These are never-ending stories that you can all go through because you all learn to, just in a different way. Now we all do this poetry shit. We do this along the super highway. And who knew that along the ride, I met every single one of you. And I wouldn't trade either one of you for one of you, because that's how we do. And you can say it loud as you want throughout the spot, because when it comes to poets and poetry, stop, Charles. We're all we got. Just us. One love. Xavier the Wiseson.
Man, did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear my co-host? Did y'all hear him spit that fire? Hold on. J-Rap, first of all, let me just go to the part of your piece that I really love, that really got me, because, I played two New York rappers for a reason, because I kind of had a feeling that you was going to start acting like one of them New York rappers when you said, be it a tablet or a celly, pen, paper, pad line on your belly, state to state, city to city, share your deepest poetry verses from tears to smiles to pity. Bruh. Yeah. Amazing ink, my brother. Amazing ink. Love what you do.
Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate you, because in that conversation that we had, it really described exactly what it was that we try to do with Epiphany Radio, the things that we try to do basically with poetry, period. And not for the listeners, and not for our fellow hosts and hostesses. We would just be spitting some other stuff, and I'm humbled and very ecstatic to be a part of it. We call it the Epiphany Network. So thank you, and thank every poet and every group I've ever stepped in for allowing me an opportunity to share that piece and other pieces.
Man, thank you for sharing it with us, man.